I'm here to see Socrates.
Alexios!
You know who I am?
Of course I do. Socrates never stops talking about you.
And you are...
His wife, of course. I'm Xantippe.
Socrates never told me he had a wife.
Typical. The only time he's quiet is when he's eating. Yet he can't find time to mention me.
So, where is Socrates? I got a note that said to meet him here.
That's what I'd like to know. He went to another symposium last night, and he didn't come home after.
Sounds like a good place to start looking.
I was just about to head there myself. Come, keep me company.
How long have you and Socrates been married?
It's been quite some time now.
What is it about him that you love so much?
Love is not the word I'd use. He frustrates me to no end.
That doesn't surprise me.
Even so, it's worth the frustration. His mind is like no other. Not to mention, he's quite a good lover.
That's not something I wanted to picture. It must be why Alcibiades seems so infatuated with him.
Don't mention that name around me. Always coming by drunk, sending Socrates gifts like giant cakes.
I didn't know.
It's fine.
Τελείων και παύλα.
Xantippe! Xantippe, over here! Xantippe!
What is it?
Socrates! They took him away.
For what?
I have no idea. We were just...
That fool!
I'll find him. Don't worry.
This is his doing. It's best to let the...
I can't believe Socrates was arrested. I need to find out what happened. Best stay out of sight.
Hey, you! Your death is coming! Victory!
Alexios, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Well, here I am. Though I'm more curious about how you are here. The guards let you in?
We've known each other a long time now. You know how I got in here.
You've taught me that the blade can sometimes be necessary. But I don't think this was one of those times.
I was worried about you.
Your care is appreciated, but if you had waited only a bit longer, I'm sure my trial would have taken place and I'd be free.
You're not going to trial. We're getting you out of here.
I understand your concern, but what good would escaping do other than prove I'm guilty? No. In fact, I'm looking forward to this trial.
What if they find you guilty, and your punishment is severe?
That will never happen. I'll convince them I deserve to go free. You'll see.
What were you arrested for?
I haven't the slightest idea.
And that doesn't bother you?
Sometimes understanding does not come at the moment we would like. More importantly, this is giving me the necessary time to think.
About...
I went to see the Pythia, and she told me there is none wiser than me. An intriguing thought, and one I've been unable to stop thinking about.
Socrates, the Pythia is...
It matters not what you believe she is or she isn't. I must examine not only her words, but my own self as well. I know nothing, so how could I be called wise?
What does that have to do with being locked up?
I believe my time here and this trial may help me find the answer. I will be fine. Trust me.
I've known you for a while.
That's true.
And you'd call us friends?
I would.
And friends share important things with one another. Is that so?
It is.
Then how did I not know you were married? From what you just said, that means either we're not friends...
I've wondered how much of our conversation you've taken to heart.
Were you doing...
If speaking my mind is worth imprisonment, then...
In the future, you may want...
You risk life and limb every time you draw your blade. Just because it's my tongue that is sharp, doesn't mean I'm not prepared.
Since you won't leave...
That's not necessary.
I'll find out why she told you that. I won't let you go to trial, even if...
Ah, Alexios, you...
I'll come back when I have what I need. I should watch my step around here.
Ella.
Ella.
Not you.
You remember me?
Just go. I'm too old for this.
Be the one to die! Charge! My Zeus can't be! Say hello to Hades for me!
There might be a bit of blood when you go upstairs.
You again?
I'm here for a different reason.
After last time, they tortured me. I thought they were going to kill me, just like I told you. It hurt so badly, I begged for death.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Just hurry, and tell me what you want.
There's something you need to know. The cult is dead.
What do you mean, they're dead?
Just that. I've killed them all. There's nobody left to control you.
You may have unmasked those who made the decisions, but the cult did not die with them. Their beliefs will live on.
Then I'll find and kill whoever follows them.
That is not a possible task. Now, tell me what you want.
You told Socrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Socrates he's the wisest.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
The cult wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Socrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally? For what?
I know much of Socrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as well.
Get to the point.
You know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Socrates is the one who can convince others of this. If he succeeds, the cult will have no more need for me.
So you're hoping he comes to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It matters not if Socrates believes they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
I understand what...
He'll delve into what it...
If you just...
Socrates is not the type to...
This is getting...
Whatever you do, you can't tell Socrates...
I understand. He has...
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Socrates...
Distraught. Thank you. I'll...
Don't come back here again.
This is it.
I've had enough out of you. Find the boy and take the papyrus.
Sorry for sharing my fear of tombs with you.
What was that?
Nothing.
I have glory!
This tomb is bigger than I thought. He has to be around here somewhere. You don't need to be scared.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself. You are? Prove it.
Socrates is one of the most frustrating people.
What you call frustrating, I call brilliant. But it's clear you know him.
Why were those men after you?
For some reason, they wanted these writings of Socrates's. Well, I wrote them, but
That seems like a strange thing.
one of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of...
I've always been...
So much.
I'm not sure I'd... What drew...
I've never met a man like him and...
I'll take care of...
Thank you. And it hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe...
I'll be sure to give him the...
Thank you. Make sure...
That student gave me an idea. Xantippe said there was a symposium. Maybe I can convince the others who are there to help Socrates. Not sure why the priests want Socrates gone, but I need to take care of them. I need to talk to them. Maybe I can convince them to...
Do not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First thought, without the teachings of those before him,
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
A student gets to take all the knowledge of their teacher without needing to come up with answers themselves. If they're smart, they should surpass those they studied under.
An astute observation. The time saved by receiving the knowledge allows the student not only to expand on the ideas, but to come up with more of their own. But what if the student expands on ideas without first seeking the truth behind them?
If we listen to others and take what they say as fact, we only have ourselves to blame.
So, no matter who is speaking, student or teacher, we must spend time trying to understand if what they say is even true.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystius. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Something like that. He's the reason I'm here. Socrates needs your help.
Socrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Socrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves?
I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, would you think it was right Socrates was locked up?
If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no.
And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course. If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Socrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Socrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow, I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Is that so? I guess I should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turned that age? Should we be prevented from doing what we wish due to the world's view of us?
I can't even have a normal conversation with a child.
Normal is no fun. Look around. Everyone here wants the same thing.
Headaches?
Debate!
You're the first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
Don't tell the others, but I'm envious that you're a student of Socrates. I hope one day to be as well.
You're on the right path. What's your name?
Aristocles. Although I've never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
I can do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead. Perhaps I'll use that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Here.
Evrax Patax. Στο χώρα καν.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Face me, dog! Let the moro! Well, better not run again! Found you! Come back and fight!
This must be the ones who hired the thugs and want to get rid of Socrates. Now that all the priests are dead, they won't be able to testify against Socrates. Before the trial starts. Socrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Do you really need to ask?
No, but you still deserve the chance to answer.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand...
Who did she mean, then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice.
Whatever it is, be careful. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and where I say it. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
You do?
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
Oh, I doubt it. But it is in those fiery moments that her spirit is strongest, like an untamed horse.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
Attack!
Get somewhere safe, Socrates. Sometimes hard to know.
Let's hurry back before anything else happens.
You came back. Finally. I'm ready to return.
You will be happy to hear I have known...
Ah, then something pot?
I just remembered. A student of yours. What did you do that for?
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
All right.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god. Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories. For they would...
You don't want your words written down so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will...
That's the part you like. The defense of your...
All who speak should defend their words if questioned about them. That is why I choose to speak and not write. That is why any words of mine that last beyond my final breath will be those that people choose to remember. Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
What's your plan now?
After I return to Athens...
You'll be careful, right?
If I have to choose between saying nothing and stay...
I should get going.
As am I, although if...
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress. But it's control that...
Meaning...
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold...
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot. In your letter, you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care.
Stay out of trouble.
Aphrodite, Artemis, Athena.
I'm none of those, but I am Alexios, Hemistios. What's wrong?
My people are in grave danger. We lost our leaders and our warriors, and now our hunters have disappeared.
Hunting parties can be gone for weeks before returning. What happened to everyone else?
War. The fight between Athens and Sparta has reached our borders, so the men left to offer their swords.
I haven't heard of this.
Persians left over from the Battle of Thermopylae. They have not...
I would not trade our roles in this situation. Though...
Do you deal in advice? I don't know how to address my...
If you're the leader, then act like it. High road or low...
You're right. I need to make preparations instead of panicking.
I'll look for the missing hunt.
My cousin Agnodiki volunteered to look for them. Those bastards!
Are you all right? You survived. It's more than...
That was our warning. First our hunters, then the rest of the village. I need to...
And I need to see her about my payment.
you've returned. What news of Agnodeki and the hunters?
Magistrate Perictioni, I have grave news. The sons of Xerxes are preparing to strike. Oh, it's you. Magistrate, this Mistio say—
For double the reward, I hope?
Finally, someone around here who knows how to use a sword. I've been trying to convince Perry to build our defenses since we first saw the sons of Xerxes creeping closer to the village.
This is my sister, Thea.
It was your husband who shielded us before. Someone must do so now!
The only language the sons of Xerxes seem to understand is violence.
Mistios, what if I hired you to protect the village?
I'll do what I can.
Good. Meet me at Kifi's. Good to see your face.
Yours too.
Lalea is the daughter of Kifisos, god of the spring.
Thea, right? Perictioni told me you've been acting as
Perry would die folded in prayer before she...
Sometimes we want a comforting voice that says...
And now we are on the knife's edge waiting for the slaughter, and we have done nothing.
Your sister says you act like a general. Let's see if you...
I'm ready. Easy on me. You hit hard! Come on!
The sons of Xerxes won't be as kind.
No. It's a good wake-up call.
Sounds like she's always giving you... Now you have...
Then you'll be the Perseus to my...
I seem to recall the legend saying that...
Was she? I'll have to remember that the next time I'm reenacting the myth.
Spartan women are taught to keep up with Spartan men.
It is an oversight that I've been pushing to correct.
And now that the hunter...
We're more exposed...
I've seen...
Perry married the governor. I am a...
We should get back to...
You're right. But it's hard to know where to...
What about the hunters you...
We need to train replacements. There's also a camp close by. Likely...
Who should I train?
I've met with some volunteers.
Not sure how useful I'll be to...
Methiadusa mentioned needing some materials before she can get started.
I'll get to it.
Tell me to make the weapons, but any of them ask if I know how. Oh, who are you?
A mercenary hired by the village magistrate.
Oh, that explains why I don't know you. I'm Ethia.
I don't, but the rest of the village does.
Oh, that's worse.
I thought you were the village blacksmith. Why are you so reluctant?
I'm not the village blacksmith. My father is, and my brother is his apprentice. I just fetch wood when they need it. Now they all expect me to arm the village.
Are you the only member?
I'll know when the men
Is there any way I can...
I think Pater left the molds and took...
You look capable enough.
There's a difference between knowing how to...
Fair enough. What kind of ore do you...
Any kind of ore.
But...
My Pater used the legendary ore when making a...
Where can I find it?
It's hard to reach.
Sounds like you've been...
I told you, I wasn't a smith. I was there to fetch what...
How did the ore get its name?
The legend says, Hephaestus, god of the forge.
I'll bring back... This is the whole hunting party?
We're all Aleia has to spare, since the sons of Xerxes killed our husbands and sons.
I am.
We may not be the big brutes you're used to, but we're versed.
Well, we know how to fish.
That's a start.
We're ready. Do you have everything you need?
Yes. Get your bows and we'll go. Tell me about Lalea.
We've been blessed by both the waters of Cephissus and by Aphrodite herself, for she is the source of all beauty.
All settlements need to be near water. Ours just has a
And you fish in the pools and the river?
Cephissus provides us with what we need.
Not enough in there to provide for all of Lalea. That's why we need you.
With the sons of Xerxes so close, is there less game around?
We've been relying more on fish and fruit. It's enough for now.
Animals don't scream and beg for mercy the way humans do. I doubt they interest the sons of Xerxes as much.
There's still food. Perhaps their numbers aren't as high as we think.
They may not have enough archers to black out the sun with arrows, but they do have enough to fill every citizen of Lalea with holes.
Thank you, Mistio.
Lalea is such a...
That should be enough to get... That must be the cave. I can see why this ore is named for Aphrodite. That should be enough ore for Methiadusa. Time to head back. I found the ore.
Amazing.
Will that be enough?
It should be a good start. Oh, that...
You and the rest of Lalea.
I'm just one smith, and I can divide my time between making weapons and armor. But it will slow down the process. It would be fun.
We can't kill bandits without weapons. We'll just have to hope their archers have poor aim.
Yes, you're right.
I've done all I can for these women. Time to get back to Perictione.
Perry, we need to be strategic.
Eaglebearer.
Good. I've just spoken with the hunting party. They recovered new enemy arrows near the boundaries of the village.
Scouts, likely sent ahead to find weaknesses in Lalea's defenses, of which there are many.
That's what I've been telling Perry! We need to kill those scouts. Even if we do defeat the lion's share of the Sons in battle, the scouts will cut our throats as we sleep.
If everyone dies in battle, there will be no village left to defend. Agnodiki spoke of enemy weapons cases. If we destroy those, we'll cut the legs off our foes.
What did Agnodiki...
She overheard the Sons of Xerxes...
Why are these scouts such a threat?
What if we're away in battle and the scouts return to kill those we've left behind?
We need to deal with this now.
Which do we focus on? The scouts or the casses?
We'll focus on the caches, but we'll need to find the Sons of Xerxes' stronghold first.
I hope you know what you're doing. I'll be sleeping with one eye open. Are you ready to do this?
I'll see you when it's done.
What is it that Spartans say about shields?
May the gods guide your... Destroying the casses is strategic. Wandering through the woods looking for scouts is a waste of time.
This looks like the place.
Well, what are you seeing?
No sign.
Tell me the second you spot any.
Coming for you, sellsword.
That's all of them. Better get back to Lalea. I destroyed the caches.
Thank the gods.
The war, maybe, but at what cost? We could still have our...
How prepared are we?
We're under attack. Thea and her warriors as prepared as we're going to be.
Oh, this way! They've got us pinned against the rocks. I can't believe we did it, but... Oh,
Yeah.
that was... well, it wasn't easy, but...
I'm glad it's over.
I may not be a champion of the
Over there.
Perry!
Thea, I'm so sorry. They came without warning.
Perry! No! Ah!
Who did this?
Bandit scouts, I would guess. They carried bows and daggers.
The scouts! Why doesn't anyone ever listen to me? Now my sister is dead, and my village is awash in her blood.
Nothing I can say will make it right.
I was supposed to be there to protect her.
Thea.
I have to visit Kifiso Spring and pray to Hades. Thank you for your help, Miss Dios. Meet me there for payment.
It's good to see all this.
I don't think I'll ever...
When I lost my own family,
And have you?
you probably want nothing to do with me now.
Everything that happened... I just can't.
I understand.
It's better this way.
What will you do now?
Our magistrate is dead. We are without a leader, so I will step in.
You'll make a good one.
Thank you for all your help. Thank you for your help.